All right, we're gonna make our way to the sanctuary. We got a bit of a cold, so I apologize in advance. Let's see how this trail is. Those are, I believe, from what I read this morning, fox trails. And some deer with the cloven hoof. Now I'm trying to remember the trail, so I may veer off a bit. You will have to bear with me. See, look at that. We have some animal trails going that way, but I believe the trail comes like this. And I tripped. Huh. Yeah, we'll see. We'll get there now. This isn't the trail. Alright, this is probably it then. It's weird not being able to see the markers on the ground. And also there's some trees down, so it throws things off a bit. Now I was right the first time. See, I should trust myself. And almost tripped again. That's one of the little hazards here, is that there's on the trail little stumps and tree things that are buried underground. And you can't see them. And trees are downed from the storm. All right. Like right here. Thankfully I caught that one. Alrighty here. Now which way? I believe this way. Yeah, we'll get there. Bear Creek is down that direction. So there's south site. That's me tripping over a branch that fell. Like I said, we'll get there. All right. That is the road down there that I know the path leads to. All right. Yes, I'm pretty sure this is close. I know I'm following deer. Of course, I recall it being more of a straight shot. There's some rabbit scat, so clearly some rabbits have been through here. Huh. All right. This does not seem right. But, yeah, we made it this far. Okay. Ah. Stuff like this will throw you off with the branches that are down and the trees that are down. So it's hard to tell. Like there's no clear shot in the woods like normal. All right. Some more deer trails. Near positive this is it. Ooh, look at that tree that went down in the snow. They got between a foot and apparently a foot and a half at some points up here. So it was really heavy from what the office explained to me. And that brought a lot of stuff down. Including this tree, split in half now that I'm looking at it. That would explain why I didn't think the trail came through here. There didn't used to be a tree on the ground here. But there is now. And once things get a little warmer, they'll be down here with the chainsaws and clearing stuff off. On the Chestnut Burr Trail, several of the storms off season have taken their toll. There's some bridges, as I understand it, that need to be repaired, significantly repaired. And I know they're doing some stuff with the suspension bridge as well, which hopefully we'll see. Actually, probably won't, because I don't want to go on the Beaver Ridge Trail. It's right on the edge of the overlook of Bear Creek. And as you can imagine, I don't want to fall down it. We made our way back to the regular trail. Bit of a circuitous route, but we made it. All these branches down are really throwing me off, though. Thicker snow there. Of course, south side is right there. And that is the parking lot for the sanctuary. And this is, I believe, the path that'll take us there, following these deer prints. Ooh, that was deeper than expected. Worst comes to worst, we end up in the parking lot and can walk over. But at the end of the day, we're here at Bear Creek. Gorgeous winter morning. Crunching through some freshly fallen snow. And we're going to end up in the sanctuary. And much as I would love to, I will not light a fire in the fireplace there to warm up. It's so beautiful. Yeah, you know what? I think the trail is completely blocked off that we would normally take to get to Sanctuary. So we'll just go through. We'll still try. What the heck, right? Walking through the woods on a snowy day. It's beautiful. Not your typical camp experience. I fear we're sort of making our own path, so I'm trying to do my best not to hurt any branches or trees that aren't, already down. Like this one. Ouch! Just smacked me square in the jaw. And that one. Okie dokie. We're close. There's another big branch that snapped. Yeah, we ended up coming through the parking lot entrance. But the important part, wow, look at all these that came down. The important part is we're gonna make it to the sanctuary. If I don't fall again. We should be seeing the roof soon. Unless I am grossly mistaken on my directions one more time. Pretty sure I'm not, though. Ooh. Huh. Alrighty. No, I feel like... Uh-oh, there it is. I think. It's hard to tell through the tree canopy without leaves still. Alright. Well, that's cool. See if I can zoom in on this. Trees have made a cross. You can feel God in these woods. God is very much present here at Bear Creek Camp. Alright. We're going to keep going. Because why wouldn't we? If I don't find the sanctuary, I'm going to find some deer, I'm assuming. Hopefully the bears are sleeping. I'd rather not find any of them. There's a bunch of more down trees. Trying to avoid a down bend. I mean, again, there is a river down here, Bear Creek. It's called Creek, but don't let that fool you. It's pretty big. Namesake of the camp. It's down here. We will literally come to a ridge. Ouch. A tree just assaulted me. It occurs to me that I have no idea how we're getting here, so getting back ought to be fun. And that, I thought, was a parking lot for the chapel, but it clearly was not. So, yeah, well, we'll explore Bear Creek Woods some more. Down trees all around here, but I still think this is our best route. This is turning out to be more of an adventure than I expected. I thought, you know, the route would be snowy, but I'd be able to find the trail, but I was not. Thought I was. I'll come this direction. Whoa. I'm gonna go ahead and hope those are really, really big raccoon feet. By the way, this is where we are. Huh. I was hoping that in that direction I'd see a sanctuary building. I mean, it's got to be here. It's pretty big, built into the side of the hill. You can see the cliff, so we're definitely heading in the right direction due south. Excuse me. I think I'm going to end up on Beaver Ridge and have to walk over. It's kind of a hope that I end up on Beaver Ridge and walk over, because otherwise I am lost. And I believe 3,000 acres is the current size of the camp. So, you know, another fallen tree. Ooh, snow was deep there. Uh-oh. I might, nope, that's not it. I thought I saw the sanctuary roof. Oops. Oh, you kidding me? There's the road. Huh. All right. That is a sanctuary roof. Well, I knew we'd make it. Would have been a whole lot easier to follow that road, but at least we know how to get out of here. Ow. Right in the head. Okay. My brain is saying, why don't you just get on the road and walk the rest of the way on the road? But my heart's saying, we did all this through the woods. Why not go the rest of the way? Oh my gosh. That's not the sanctuary. That's the maintenance building. I somehow walked all the way around. All right. Well. Okie dokie. This was unexpected. There is the lodge. Oh, please don't fall down this. Ugh, there's an embankment I just went down. Huh. That is the maintenance shed. Yeah. All right. This is the road that the camp staff used to get in and out. And well, all of us, really. You'll come down like that through camp, turn here, and then that meets up with the portion that you go due north on to get to the campgrounds. Well done, Ben. And we're here. We might as well just take a quick look. I don't want to bother anyone who lives here. There is, if my memory serves me right, a 2-story building that is a rental unit on top and some storage below, as well as, of course, right there, the maintenance building. And the lodge over there. The lodge is where the director lives, so I don't want to intrude on their personal space. But let's explore this See, Bear Creek's amazing. Even just a basic rental property, a 2-story rental property that's up on a stone base. Look how beautiful it is. And again, somebody lives there, so I don't want to stay here too long and get in their way. And then there's the actual lodge down there. But look how beautiful it is. Everything up here is just... We'll just take a brief walk around and then get out of here. Didn't intend on this one. But this is a side of Bear Creek that most people don't see. I haven't been down here in a few years. The folks that keep the camp in such pristine condition, this is where they work, and massive amounts of wood and other supplies are stored in here. You would be shocked at how many pieces of Bear Creek's past are stored in here. Of course, the plow is pretty self-explanatory. And again, we're not going to intrude on their space here. We'll just see if... Yep, there's a remnant to one of the old trailers. There used to be trailers on the property that camp administration used many, many years ago. And that's a piece of one back there. But, all right, back to the chapel. This time we're walking the road. Again, look how beautiful it is, even in the areas that most campers don't go through and see. I always love that siding. It's called something, and I can't for the life of me think of the name right now. It's wood. It's solid wood clad. Kind of the live edge look to it over the stone. To me, that is just classic early Americana. It's beautiful. Almost a colonial vibe. We're gonna walk up the road this time, because apparently I am not Magellan and don't have the skills that I thought I did in navigating these woods. In fairness, all the drifted snow made it pretty hard. You couldn't tell where a trail was, so we sort of made our own. For what it's worth, I thought it was an awfully long trail to get to the sanctuary, but it was fun. Nice exercise. And I don't have my cane with me, so that's good. That's why I'm a little wobbly. I have something called Meniere's disease. It's a balance disorder. And I'm in stage 3. There's 3 stages of it. The first stage is a little dizziness, on and off vertigo, and you begin losing hearing, and they call it asymmetrical hearing loss in one ear. For me, it's my right ear. And then stage 2 was just brutal. That is vertigo frequently. It was kind of a nightmare. I lost more of my hearing in that ear, and the vertigo and unsteadiness was really hard. Stage 3 is kind of the end stage, the permanent stage. The hearing loss is almost completely gone and will soon be eventually gone in my right ear completely. And I get like dizzy often and off balance. That's why I've walked with a cane for well over a decade. But there's days like today that I feel a little better. Plus, walking through the woods, I can always hold on to a tree, and walking like this, I just walk a little bit slower and I can still do it. But I digress. We are walking up towards the camp. Prior to this, what is it called? This curve coming up should be, if my memory serves me right, an entrance to the chapel area, which we somehow walked right past. really hope it wasn't taken out. No, it could have been taken out by a storm. There's massive concrete footers built in. I have pictures of its construction. When I wrote the book, 50 Years of Bear Creek, I had access to all the camp's picture archives and a whole lot of the records. And I got a chance to see all those pictures of its construction. And for those that don't know, the sanctuary is a memorial project dedicated to a very special young man, who passed away far too early. If you get a chance, please pick up a book and take a look, read the story, look at the pictures. There are hundreds of pictures, rare old pictures. We opted to do the book in full color. By the way, 100% of the proceeds go to the camp. I get nothing from it. It was something I was very honored to have been able to do for the camp. And again, 100% of the proceeds go to the camp and camp operations, along with the fund that sponsors campers. But the pictures alone, it's full color and hundreds of pictures. The retreat center, the pavilion, east site, south site, north site, everything that you know and love of Bear Creek, there are pictures of it being built. The buildings that were here existing, like the cabin that we just saw, the old lodge, and others, there's pictures of that too, as it was when the very first, I want to call them explorers, we'll say the pioneers of Bear Creek Camp, who initially established Camp Ministerium at Bear Creek in 1974. You can see what the place looked like when they came. There's pictures of them building the lake. For those that didn't know, it is a man-made lake, and it was drained, I want to say 2023, to be cleared out and cleaned out. It's pretty fascinating to see, and surprisingly nowhere near as deep as you think it might be. But it's a special place. Somewhere soon needs to be the chapel entrance. Oh, good. Don't know what animal that was, but it was a nice little roar. Or growl, I guess. If I get mauled walking to the sanctuary after that trek through the woods, I'm going to be unhappy. Yeah, it's got to be around here somewhere very, very soon. I'm near positive that is the parking lot up there for it. I don't know what that space was. I thought was the parking lot before. This is the lake road, which you can see is not plowed, but has been driven down. I visited the lake earlier yesterday, and it was neat. Only those truck tracks. Look at this. There's camp. All right. South site's right there. How did we miss? We're gonna find the sanctuary. It doesn't make any sense. And I'll walk down to the lake in another video, but I'll use the road, so maybe we'll walk on the path. Wait, what? Well, that explains how we missed the sanctuary. We came across that road and in this direction, and legitimately walked right past what is the sanctuary parking lot right there. That's embarrassing. I have made that walk, geez, I don't know how many times over the years. It's one of my favorite walks at Bear Creek. I walk from wherever we're staying to the sanctuary, and from there I take Beaver Ridge, come down to the lake, and then I go around the back of the lake. It is every time we come here that at least I have the opportunity to walk. Every single time I take that. I can't do it this trip because some of the bridges are, like I said before, in need of repair. There it is. Some of the bridges are in need of repair, and the trails just aren't clear. There's a lot of trees broken and branches snapped, and it's just not real safe right now. I cannot believe there's a sanctuary. I can't believe I missed it. I missed the turn. That's what it was. I just kept going south. I guess, honestly, I don't even remember turning. But, all right, somewhere around here is there it is. The entrance to the path. But that is not the entrance to the path. See, this is the problem. There's the retreat center up there. There's the entrance to the path, and there's the entrance to the sanctuary path. That goes up to the retreat center. This goes to the sanctuary. And this feels a little embarrassed. All right, you know what though? We're gonna get there. And it's been a fun walk. Hopefully you've enjoyed walking with me. Memory serves me right on this one. We walk towards a parking lot, and then we're gonna take a sharp left right before it. Let's see. Some more, looks like deer prints. And here's up here. There's the lot for the folks that need a little bit of help. There's a handicap access. See, the deer know where they're going. And what did I find? Fox. Online I looked that up. Those are fox tracks. And rabbit tracks here. Yeah, a little embarrassing, but like I said, we're getting there. Hey, and besides, I got some great exercise. I have no idea how far we just walked, but I have to believe it was a solid distance. Yeah, that should have been a giveaway. I was on the wrong place. Those are sort of trail markers. The pink is just to let folks know they're going in the right direction. Now it'll get a little sketchy here possibly because again the downed branches and stuff make it a little confusing. But I know this is the trail. It'll lead right over this down tree right here. You can kind of see again deer. Ooh. Snow is still very deep here. Just went almost all the way up my boot. There she is. Some more scat. We go under the canopy of pine trees and it should curve around to the front of the sanctuary. Good Lord, I've been walking for 34 minutes. Honestly, I thought this was going to be a fun 10 to 15 minute video. Hopefully, it's been a fun 34-minute video. I don't know if I want to title this Journey to the Sanctuary or Watch Ben Get Lost in the Woods. It's kind of neat. Let me stop for a second though. Those are fox tracks. These are deer. There's some other deer right there. It's just neat. Of course, we know there's animals in the woods here. The bears should be hibernating. They stay typically far, far away from the main campsite anyway. But the deer, rabbit, fox, raccoons, and things like that, there are all sorts of animals here. I believe there's wild turkeys on the property as well, and more. plenty of lizards, but you won't see them this time of year, hopefully. If you do, there's a problem. And there's the ridge that I thought I was seeing before. This is the pathway you can't see, but there's rocks under here marking the way. Sanctuary. This is the fireplace that I promised not to light, but I'll tell you what, I am cold. Nah. I have always loved this since they put this here, this, I believe, hand-carved statue of Jesus. And now this one's a little bit different than the other fireplaces at camp here. This one is that stone veneer over a concrete base. They had to do it for two reasons. The first is you can see the steel support structure. There is a concrete base that holds that up, that corner of the canopy roof. Steel goes all around. There is very thick footers around the entire sanctuary base. So again, a regular stone fireplace. Well, I guess it could have been built in front of the concrete barrier. I thought this was just a beautiful way to incorporate it in. And on this side, there's some memorial plaques that's carved right into the stone. God bless you. I'll let folks read up about Trevor Landis. He touched a whole lot of lives. And then down there is Bear Creek. Pardon me for not going anywhere near that. I will fall right down that hill. I can guarantee it. But we made it. Thank you so much for following with me on this wildly out of the way trek. But it's worth it. Isn't it? Isn't it worth it to be here? Middle of winter, snowy woods, praising God.